Hey beard lovers, I got a new intro. Check it out. WheezyWaiter. Awesome, right? I'm thinking about doing a new fart noise every time. It's gonna be a gas. Whatever day it is, fools. Ha, I gotcha. I'm not changing the intro.
WheezyWaiter.
I tried to trick you in the beginning there to teach you a lesson moral. Now, I'm not changing anything right now, but I do want to get a little talky about this. Changes happen, guys. Changes just happen. Anytime anything changes, I will see negative comments about it. A show has a finale. A website introduces a crappy new comment system, hypothetically. Someone decides to twerk more. A talk show host decides to retire after 30 friggin' years of friggin' show. Is an example of how someone would be angry about that if they were, which I'm not. Now, I get it. People want something to depend on, something constant. And that's great, except that it's not great, because nothing's constant. And I just bumped the tripod. See, where the camera is isn't even constant. Accidental visual metaphor. Inevitably, everything changes. Technology grows. People grow old. People get growths. If you're someone who's upset by change, that's a problem, because then you are upset by everything in the world ever. I think you might just need to change the way you look at change. Turn on the change switch. It's not just things getting diffy. It's things growing and getting better. What's with me today? Even if they're growing in the wrong direction, then you learn from your failures. Failure is a form of improving. Yeah, some things might just flat out be changing for the worse, but you can't deny that it's going to happen. So you probably got to get used to it. Every single change that I've made since I started making videos has been met with some griping. When I started out, my goal was to provide the bearded, poignant observations on the world and make people a little bit happier. So I used what I had: a crappy camera, kind of crappy apartment, a crappy attitude that it was okay to sometimes shave my beard off. And gradually I got newer cameras and newer apartments, alternating beard lengths. But I shaved the beard less often. Also a new roommate, who happens to be my girlfriend, China, who makes me the happiest man on the planet. Is what some of you are like. Not because you're grossed out by love, but because you're using mouth spray, because you just had garlic chutney. Is that a thing? And throughout the years, my jokes have changed, evolved, or devolved. But that's just the nature of nature. It changes. Technology changes. Climate changes. Economy changes. Health changes. Change changes. Spain changes. Planes changes. Ranges changes. Spain changes. Don't you think it's time to expect these things? One thing, though, that hasn't changed for me, all this other stuff is window dressing. Aside, when people use the term window dressing, I picture them like pouring Italian dressing on a window, and I get hungry because it's delicious, but that's not what they mean. Aside over, all that other stuff is window dressing. What hasn't changed for me is no matter what apartment I'm in, no matter what camera I'm using, no matter how often I'm twerking, whether I pronounce it etc. or etc., I just want to be interesting and silly for you so I can just make people's day a little bit better. That's my goal. Always has been. Sometimes I may make changes that aren't so good, but I hope that I learn from that, and I hope to keep moving forward, and I hope you move forward with me. Or backward, depending on which direction we're twerking. That's the beauty of twerking. You can go either way. WheezyWaiter. Thanks for sticking around, beard lovers. Now I want to tell you about something that Chevy is doing that involves change. It's called The New. And if you follow the link below in the doobly-doo or right below on the screen-ly-doo, there's a video and instructions on how you can share what The New means for you. And now it's time for one of your clone questions. Hey, flying clone, why don't you free yourself from captivity by flying away? Hey, yeah, good idea. Ceiling. That's why.
This is the end of the video!